While the Permian has seen many volcanic eruptions, including some large traps formed in the China area around 260 million years ago. What happens 251 million years ago is something never before seen. Here in Siberia are volcanic eruptions which are continuing for hundreds of thousands of years. What can you tell us about the Siberian traps and their effects?
Here at the very end of the Permian, 250 million years ago or so, is the worst volcanic eruption in the history of the planet. Here in Siberia, there is so much lava being produced that this might ultimately cover 7 million square kilometers and produce so much lava that this could represent 1 to 4 cubic kilometers. And there are these huge events producing mass amounts of gases entering the atmosphere from deep inside the Earth. What caused this? We're not sure. It might have been that there were impacts of asteroids or extraterrestrial objects on the opposite side of the planet in Antarctica or Australia. There are some potential craters we know of there. It might be that a plume of mantle material formed and got too close to the crust. It might be that the poles of the Earth were reversing at this time, which is known to happen. It might be some combination of these. But whatever the cause, there is so much carbon being released from this volcanic gas. This might be more than what is represented by all of the fossil fuels in the modern world, and perhaps significantly more. This is affecting global temperature, raising global temperature perhaps 6 degrees Celsius, and all of the other toxic gases are having effects as well. This is a catastrophe never before known in the history of life.
What have been the consequences on the life of the Permian of these Siberian traps and the atmospheric changes they caused?
You would not believe what is happening in this ocean. It is horrible. As the carbon dioxide levels increase and the temperatures increase, the ocean is getting hotter. Maybe 2, maybe 4 degrees Celsius hotter at the surface, maybe more. Well, this is having a drastic effect on the organisms which have adapted to a specific set of conditions. Plus, the more carbon dioxide there is, the more carbonic acid in the water. The oceans are becoming so much more acidic, and this is threatening so many species of life. Plus, under these conditions, it is harder to absorb the minerals to make the calcium carbonate exoskeletons, which so many organisms use. So whether it be mollusks or corals, so many organisms secrete hard minerals outside themselves. That is now so much more difficult than it once was. Plus, there is now less oxygen in the waters. And so, here we have not only the toxic chemicals coming from those volcanic eruptions, but warmer oceans, acidified oceans, anoxic oceans with less oxygen, conditions where it's more difficult to make a calcified outer skeleton. This is challenging so much of marine life. If this goes on, we estimate perhaps 90% of the marine life may become extinct. This is a catastrophe. I can't believe the effects of this volcanic activity in the Siberian traps. There are all of these toxic gases being produced by all of that volcanic activity. Plus, the carbon dioxide is raising the temperature. Oh, the planet is getting hot. There are huge deserts forming in the middle of Pangaea. Evidence of vast forest fires are spreading and plant life is severely challenged. Many areas have stopped producing coal. There just isn't the rich diversity of organic matter that there once was, and so there is less productivity on the land.
If this keeps up, we may lose 70% or more of the diversity of animals which live on land.